was scared of the Bermuda Triangle. Not like actively, but I was like, what if we're flying over the Bermuda Triangle and then are never to be seen again, never to be seen again, never to be seen again. And then everybody stopped talking about it. So I found this article that is what is known and not known about the Bermuda Triangle. So I figured this was a good place to start. Okay, so it says, people have been trying to solve the quote-unquote mystery of the Bermuda Triangle for years. Here's what we know and don't know about the Bermuda Triangle. And this article is from Britannica, the encyclopedia, so I was like, this has to be true, right? Anyway, it says, what is known about the Bermuda Triangle? What is known about the Bermuda Triangle? The Bermuda Triangle is a region of the North Atlantic Ocean, roughly bounded by the southeastern coast of Bermuda, the islands of, let me go back. It's bounded by the southeastern coast of the U.S., so like Miami, I guess. Yeah, Miami, Florida down there. USS Cyclops en route to Baltimore, Maryland from Brazil disappeared inside of the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle, Bermuda Triangle. No explanation was given for its disappearance, and no wreckage was ever found. Some 27 years later, a squadron of bombers, collectively known as Flight 19, under American Lieutenant Charles Carroll Taylor, disappeared in the airspace above the Bermuda Triangle. As in the Cyclops incident, no explanation was given and no wreckage was found. In 2013, the World Wildlife Fund conducted an exhaustive study of maritime shipping lanes and determined that the Bermuda Triangle is not one of the world's 10 most dangerous bodies of water for shipping. Okay. That's interesting. I wonder what they are. What are the 10 most dangerous bodies of water for shipping? And if they have any legends behind them, like the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle sustains heavy daily traffic, both by sea and by air. The Bermuda Triangle is one of the most heavily traveled shipping lanes in the world. So I guess they're trying to say you're always flying over the Bermuda Triangle and, like, goods are coming on ships through the Bermuda Triangle, so we shouldn't worry. The Iconic Line sometimes passes through the Bermuda Triangle. I'm not sure what that is. Including a period in the early 20th century. The Iconic Line is a place on the Earth's surface where true north and magnetic north align. And there is no need to account for magnetic declination on a compass. The Bermuda Triangle is subject to frequent tropical storms and hurricanes. The Gulf Stream, a strong ocean current known to cause sharp changes in local weather, passes through the Bermuda Triangle. The deepest point in the Atlantic Ocean, the Milwaukee Depth, is located in the Bermuda Triangle. That's cool. That's really cool. The deepest point of the Atlantic Ocean. The Puerto Rico Trench reaches a depth of 27,493 feet or 8,380 meters at the Milwaukee Depth. The Milwaukee Depth, which is located inside the Bermuda Triangle. This goes on to say, what is not known about the Bermuda Triangle? The exact number of ships and airplanes that have disappeared in the Bermuda Triangle is not known. The most common estimate is about 50 ships best-selling book, The Bermuda Triangle, published in 1974, in which he claimed that Atlantis was involved. Theories, some less credible than others, of why ships and planes disappear in the Bermuda Triangle include aliens, crystals from Atlantis, black holes, time warps, and methane gas. Reports of unexplained. Now I'm just reading other things on the Bermuda Triangle encyclopedia page. It says reports of unexplained occurrences in the region date to the mid-19th century. Some ships were discovered completely abandoned for no apparent reason. Others transmitted no distress signals and were never seen or heard from again. Aircraft have been reported and then vanished, and rescue missions are said to have vanished while flying in the area. However, wreckage has not been found, and some of the theories advanced to explain the repeated mysteries have been fanciful. Although theories of supernatural causes for these disappearances abound, geophysical and environmental factors are most likely responsible. One hypothesis is that pilots have failed to account for the agonic line, the place where there is no need to compensate for magnetic compass variation as they approach the Bermuda Triangle, resulting in significant navigational error and catastrophe. Another popular theory is that the missing vessels were felled by so-called rogue waves, which are massive waves that can reach the heights up to 100 feet or 30 meters, and would theoretically be powerful enough to destroy all evidence of a ship or plane. Okay, that's scary. The Bermuda Triangle is located in an area of the Atlantic Ocean where storms from multiple directions can converge, making rogue waves more likely to occur. But there is no evidence that mysterious disappearances occur with any greater frequency in the Bermuda Triangle than any other well-traveled area of the ocean, because apparently it is, the Bermuda Triangle has heavy daily traffic that travels perfectly safely through the area. I want to hear more about, the origins of the Bermuda Triangle. The earliest suggestion of unusual disappearances in the Bermuda area appeared in a September 17, 1950 article published in the Miami Herald. I'm trying to think. So the last article said that was the 19th century. Things were starting to disappear, but that's the 20th century, the 1900s, right? 2 years later, Fate magazine published Sea Mystery at Our Back Door, a short article covering the loss of several planes and ships, including the loss of Flight 19, a group of 5 U.S. Navy Grumman TBM Avenger torpedo bombers on a training mission. Sand's article was the first to lay out the now familiar triangular area where the losses take place, as well as the first to suggest a supernatural most part, neither disproportionate, unlikely, nor mysterious. Furthermore, these other writers who said that the Bermuda Triangle is dangerous would often fail to mention such storms or even represent the disappearance as having happened in calm conditions when why am I having problems with this? Meteorological, like, weather records. I'm embarrassed. I feel like I should know how to say this word. Meteorological records clearly contradict this. The numbers themselves have been exaggerated by sloppy research. A boat's disappearance, for example, would be reported, but its eventual, if belated, return to port may not have been. Some disappearances had, in fact, never happened. One plane crash was said to have taken place in 1937 off Daytona Beach, Florida, in front of hundreds of witnesses. A check of the local papers revealed nothing. The legend of the Bermuda Triangle is a manufactured mystery perpetuated by writers who either purposefully or unknowingly made the